Yo, what is good, everybody? Today I've got another video for you. I'm going to be doing a mock draft. My first of the year so far. I've been looking around. I've been studying some prospects, so let me know down below what you think of my picks. Right off the bat, Trevor Lawrence. I mean, he's a gimme. Best prospect since John Elway. I mean, some people are crazy and they're like, oh, Justin Fields is going to get picked number one because he beat Trevor Lawrence. But no, come on. Trevor Lawrence is just a way better QB. He's going number one. Number two, I don't think they're going to stick with Sam Darnold, and they shouldn't. Zach Wilson. At the end of their careers, Zach Wilson could be the better QB than Trevor Lawrence. He's got immense talent. Looks like Patrick Mahomes at times. Can get out of the pocket, can chuck it deep, has great accuracy. Only knock on him is his competition that he played because he played at BYU. Brigham Young, favorite college of Michael Jackson. Number three, this is a tough one. You got wide receiver, you got Penei Sewell. I'm going to go with Jamar Chase. He's the best receiver in this class, physical, big guy. Only knock on him is his speed. But it really doesn't matter when you can separate, you can high point the football, and you're a physical wide receiver like Jamar Chase is. Number four, Atlanta. A lot of people think they're going to go with Justin Fields, a QB, because Matt Ryan's getting older and they might cut him next year. I think they might offset that for one more year. I think they might try to win. And really what's holding them back is not their offense, it's their defense. I'm going Micah Parsons. He's just a good player. He's going to help out their defense, run defense. He's a sub linebacker. So we'll see. Number five, if he's still on the board, he's going there. Penei Sewell. They need a tackle. They need a tackle bad. Their offensive line hurt Joe Burrow last year. It's as simple as that. Number six, you got Philadelphia. Now this is a tough one. They have a lot of holes on their roster. Is Jalen Hurts the future? Is he not the future? I don't know. We'll see. He did have a couple of good games last year, but did have a couple of bad games last year. So I don't know. Will they stick with him? I don't know. I think they do go receiver here. I really do. I mean, it's the biggest hole on their team. They're notoriously bad at drafting receivers, but I think this time they win big. They take Jalen Waddle, proven receiver, super fast, creates separation, perfect for their team. 7, you got the Detroit Lions. Now this is another tough position. You've got Devontae Smith as a receiver. If Kenny Golladay leaves, he'd be pretty amazing for them. But you got Jared Goff at QB. Is he the future? I'm not sure. And that's why I'm picking Justin Fields. Could sit behind Goff for a year, then come in, be the future of this franchise. Number 8, another team that needs a QB, and guess what? Trey Lance is still available. I'm taking him. Come here. Arguably has the most talent in this QB class. He's big, he's fast, he has an incredible arm, but again, played no competition, only has 1 year of tape, so he's really kind of an unknown. Could be incredible, could be terrible, there's no in between. Now, you've got the Denver Broncos. I would have taken Trey Lance if he was still available because Drew Lock, he's not it. He just isn't. But now that he's gone, I'm taking my number 1 cornerback in this class, Caleb Farley. Insanely athletic, only played 1 year as a corner at Virginia Tech, yet he's very polished already. Number 10, Patrick Surtain. Another great corner. You know, Dallas needs a corner. Could take O-line to protect Dak, but, I mean, the problem with their O-line last year was that they got injured, not that they're terrible. So, Patrick Surtain is the right pick for them. Number 11, Giants. The 2 picks that I'm seeing here, I'm a Giants fan, Kyle Pitts or Devontae Smith, and I'm taking Devontae Smith. I mean, you could say what you want about Evan Ingram, but he did have the best separation for us last year. He does have brick hands, but I think you can work on that in the offseason. I think he will be better next year. He's got immense talent as a receiver. Devontae Smith is incredible too. Adding him to this garbage receiving core could make a huge difference for Daniel Jones, a young QB who needs weapons. 12. San Francisco. Now, San Francisco is another tough one. Who do we go with here? Could get J.C. Horn, which is, a corner. They need that. They need interior O-line. But I think I'm going to go with an edge, and I'm going to go with Kwity Paye. Edge is a very important position, very valuable for a team. So, Kwity Paye could be great. Now, I got to go with Rashawn Slater here. You got to protect Justin Herbert. Rashawn Slater has guard flexibility, so you can play him at guard, you can play him at tackle. They do need a tackle because protecting the QB is most important right now for them. So Rashawn Slater, he fits for them. I like that pick. All right, here I'm going to go with Elijah Vera Tucker. The worst thing for the Minnesota Vikings last year was by far their interior O-line. And with great receivers, a great running back, O-line is very important because that could be the missing piece to having an incredible offense. You got 15, Kyle Pitts. Come on. Their biggest need is tight end. And even though tight end is not the most important position, Kyle Pitts is incredible. He can play outside. He can play in the slot. He can play at tight end. He's not even a terrible blocker. He's an average blocker. He is incredible. He can jump high. He can high point the football. This dude can run routes. Probably going to run a 4.4. Probably is. So, this dude can do anything. Kyle Pitts would be a great pick by the Patriots. I don't know if they'll do that. They notoriously don't really draft playmakers in the first round. They did draft N'Keal Harry, and look how that turned out for them. So, Kyle Pitts to them. This one's a tough one. There's either edge because Hassan Reddick is leaving most likely, or there's corner for this team. I think I'm going to go corner, J.C. Horn. They need to address the defensive side of the ball. Their offense was really good last year, so that's important for them. Now, this team, the Raiders. There's two guys that stand out for me right here. J.O.K. and Jalen Phillips. And I'm going to go with J.O.K. He's got strong safety flexibility. They need a safety, but they also need a linebacker. He's a great cover linebacker, which they really had problems with last year. So I think he'd be a great fit for them under John Gruden. He could be a Gruden grinder. You got 18. Miami Dolphins. I'm tempted to go with a tackle. I'm tempted to go with Najee Harris. And guess what? I'm going to be fun. I'm going Najee Harris. They need a running back. Arguably, you take a tackle, protect Tua, but you could go tackle in free agency. We'll see what happens. And I think just having a fun offense with Najee Harris, former teammate of Tua Tagovailoa, is a great pick right here. Just building the offense for your young QB. Very good. And here, I'm going Mac Jones. I am. They need a QB. I mean, they need to get weapons around him too, but they really need a QB badly over there in Washington. They cut Alex Smith. Sad to see. But they need a guy. They need a guy to go out there and be their franchise QB. Mac Jones could be that guy. Not a high ceiling, but a pretty high floor. 20, Chicago. They've got a lot of holes. They did franchise tag Allen Robinson, so I don't think receiver's their biggest need. They do need O-line, and that's why I'm going with Christian Darrisaw. I do think he's a little bit better than Cosme, so Darrisaw, they need O-line. Makes sense. They do need a QB, but I'm not reaching for any of the guys here. 21 Colts. They got Carson Wentz, and guess what Carson Wentz thrives with? A good O-line. And guess what? He hasn't had that for his whole career. Or you take a receiver. Give him a receiver. I think he'd appreciate an O-lineman here. I'm going Sam Cosmi. Tennessee Titans. This one's easy. Jalen Phillips. Not an incredible fit because they do run a 3-4, but he's just such a good player to pass up. Too good of a player to pass up here. They need an edge. They need a guy to rush the passer, and Jalen Phillips is just that. Only problem with him is that he's had concussion issues. One of those could end his career. But he's just, I believe, the most talented edge rusher in this class. Jets, 23. Could be fun. Draft ETN. Could be fun. Draft Rashad Bateman. Get your guy a receiver. Or could be boring. Draft an edge. Draft Azeez Ojulari. But I'm going to draft a receiver, Rashad Bateman. You gotta build around your young QB. So just makes sense. Great receiver in my opinion. Fluid route runner, big guy, can high point the football, as I've said with many past people in this, but can really do everything. 24. I might go Tevin Jenkins here. I'm really tempted to go Tevin Jenkins. They really need O-line bad. That's what I'm going to do. Tevin Jenkins could play right tackle for them. Jacksonville Jaguars, their second pick of the draft, could go linebacker. They need run stuffing. I'm going interior D-line, Christian Barmore. Their run defense was atrocious last year. That's exactly what they need. 26 Browns. I think I'm going to go Zaven Collins. He'd be an immense fit for this team. Zaven Collins, just so athletic. I think under the Browns, he could be really good for them. They need linebackers. Zaven Collins, number 26. Number 27, they need a receiver bad. They need to help out Lamar, dude. I mean, come on. Their best receiver was Marquise Brown last year, and he's good at running straight, as I said in my other video. That's all he's good at. So, Terrace Marshall, good fit. You need a big body just to throw it up to. Lamar Jackson will be happy with that one. 28. I mean, you could go QB here. Have 1 year under Drew Brees if Drew Brees plays next year, which is still in question. Could go corner. Could go Eric Stokes here. Greg Newsome. I don't think that they could. I think they could. Could go edge. Edge is always important. You could go Rousseau. You know, he's raw, but sitting for a year, just putting him in at times, not having him as a full-time starter, he could learn a lot under them. Could go receiver. They recently cut Emmanuel Sanders. There's a lot of positions that they could go with. But I'm going to make a crazy pick. An insane pick right here. Kellen Mond. And let me tell you why. Kellen Mond, I mean, this dude is so talented. He's so insanely talented, so underrated. At the Senior Bowl, he was incredible. He can run. He can chuck it deep. The only problem, he's super inconsistent, incredibly inconsistent. He's got NFL tools. He's got first-round talent, but his inconsistency is just a big, big question mark. I think sitting under Drew Brees, especially you got MT on the team, maybe they get another receiver in free agency. I think that sitting under Drew Brees for a year, he can teach him how to be accurate. I think that'd be incredible. Might be a weird pick. Probably is. People will probably go nuts on this one, but I do think that it'd be a good pick for them. They don't even need much. Their defense is great. Their offense is great. So, Kellen Mond. Green Bay, I'm going with Eric Stokes. He had a great pro day. He's a very good corner. Kevin King playing in the playoffs last year was hard to watch. Tampa Bay destroyed him. They do need a corner too, other than Jair Alexander. So Eric Stokes is the pick here. 30, you go linebacker, offensive tackle. I say you continue to protect your franchise QB with Jalen Mayfield. They don't really have many needs, to be honest, but protecting your franchise QB is very important. Could do the same here for Mahomes. But I'm not. And I'm going to pick Kadarius Toney. That would be a very fun pick for this team. Imagine Kadarius Toney, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. He's a great route runner. Probably a better route runner than Tyreek Hill is. Not that Tyreek Hill's a bad route runner, but this dude is insane. So underrated. I watched him at Florida this year. So good. Patrick Mahomes to him would just be dynamic duo. Kadarius Toney, 31. And last but not least, the defending champions. Just get younger at edge. I'm going Rousseau. Someone who reminds me of Rousseau is on that team. And that man is Jason Pierre-Paul. He was a raw edge defender coming out of college. And guess what? He got coached up, and now he's one of the greatest edge defenders in the past 10 years. So, just get younger at edge for them. This is my mock draft. Comment down below what you would change. Probably the Kellen Mond pick, but I stand by it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.